Because Jesus is my Savior, I am loved. So I grew up in small towns and moved around a lot. I saw or was the object of a lot of abuse, sexual, physical, verbal, and so throughout my years I developed the skill of lying and manipulating. Early into my years figured out that was a survival mechanism, and that's ultimately what led me to a downfall. Eventually I had my son and I only brought that into my life. More guilt, more shame, because I wasn't able to love him properly. So I ended up coming up to rising above. What brought me up here in the first place was just like at the end of myself, I had no hope whatsoever. And somebody had told me that they came to this program. And it was faith-based, and my mom had become saved. So I remember her always telling me about the love of God, and I was just like, stay back with that stuff. Like, I don't believe it. I don't want any of it if it's true, because love always fails, right? And I knew intellectually that God was real and that God loved me, but I really never felt it until the last couple months, where it was an actual experience. At Rising Above, we were able to break some barriers, anger, pain, and all of those things that were keeping me alive, or so I thought, but was actually killing me. And once those barriers were broken, I was able to be broken before God and just expose my entire heart and my sinful nature and all of these things that I was so afraid of exposing. And He has just healed all those lies I was telling myself for so many years, and He drugged me out and pulled me out. I believed that nobody would truly like me if I became vulnerable and they could see me for who I was, because I thought that I was fooling everybody, and I wasn't. And since He's healed me, I've been able to love again people. I've held them to less expectation and not just allowed that just that pain to overwhelm me anymore. Now, love looks like grace and hope and faith and truth and gentleness and kindness and all of those things, and it's just, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of His love, and because of that, I am able to love properly, right? And I'm able to accept love from people, and without feeling that there's a price tag attached to it. It feels like nothing I've ever experienced. These are happy tears. Even on my worst days, they don't take me out anymore. I don't believe the lies that I used to tell myself anymore. Because God has chosen me, and He sent His Son to die for me specifically, and feeling that is what has completely transformed my life. Because Jesus is my Savior, I am loved.